here all day. Will you be all right in the shop on your own?
Rather be on my own.
I wasn't the one who was drunk.
No, I was. And weren't you chuffed, eh? Wasn't it just what you were waiting for?
What's that supposed to mean?
You've been playing games with me since New Year's Eve, not giving me a straight answer. Just waiting for me to put a foot wrong so you'd have the excuse you needed to tell me to get lost. Well, I did it, didn't I? Gave you your perfect excuse, so fine. Now we know.
Well, what would you say to somebody who were that drunk they could hardly talk?
Maybe I'd wonder what it was that was driving him to drink. Whether or not it was the fact they'd been kept waiting so long for an answer. Anyway, we know now, don't we? So, yeah, I would rather be on my own. Give me a chance to work out what I'm going to do next.
And the MOT, which thankfully seems to be up to date.
So you've let him talk you round?
If that's the way you want to put it.
Well, how would you put it?
Well, that I considered the situation and decided it was the lesser of two evils.
In other words, you take all the blame and he gets off scot-free.
Look, it was only a road accident and not a serious one. No one got injured.
So?
So, I think it would be an injustice if Peter had to pay out huge amounts of money plus risk a possible jail sentence when all he did was what could happen to any of us, have an accident.
While disqualified from driving?
Yes.
After which he went on to lie to the police.
Look, I'm not saying that I approve or that what he did wasn't wrong, just that the penalty will be excessive.
Yeah, but you're saying that now. Before, you were saying he wouldn't go to prison.
There's a risk. And I just think it's a risk not worth running.
So, what if a case like this comes up when you're a magistrate?
Oh.
Well, what would you do?
I have no idea.
Do you know, I would never have believed it. Other people, yeah, but not you.
Yeah, well, there you go. A man of straw like everybody else.
Here we go, boys.
Cheers, mate.
Nice one.
There's your brew, boss.
Sorry, mate.
Cheers.
And there's a bookies.
Hey, listen to this. I know some people say ice cream's a big turn-on, but I am allergic to dairy products. So what we like to use is...
What?
Some people are sick.
Ah, mushy peas? Don't believe it. Half of these are made up anyway. Why would they make them up?
We'll give idiots like us a good laugh.
Cheap titillation, that's what it is. They think all people want to read about are the learned details of other people's sex lives. And they'd be right.
Hey, on this one here, look. No sex, please, we're not married. I'm 18 years old and I've been going out with my boyfriend for 6 months. I love him very much and he says he loves me and wants us to get married, but he won't sleep with me until we do.
You won't sleep with her? What's wrong with him?
I have tried to respect his wishes, but I am frightened that deep down he don't fancy me. What can I do?
Does it say who wrote it?
Desperate dog lover.
That's gotta be made up.
Well, either that or there's something seriously wrong with the bloke.
Are you trying to be funny?
Yeah, I was, why? Does it sound like somebody you know?
No, of course not. Don't be stupid.
Morning. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Oh, sorry, I'll go if you like.
No, of course I wouldn't like. So, what is it? You're just passing, or...?
I've run away.
You've run?
From the home. I can't stand it.
Right.
You won't make me go back, will you?
Look, come in and we'll give Hayley a ring and let her know you're here. Come on.
Yes.
I've been involved in a road traffic accident and the policeman attending gave me that.
Did he now? So you are Mr. Kenneth Barlow?
Yes.
And you had your accident in Bolton? Aren't our roads good enough for you around here, then?
Well, it wasn't something I'd planned on.
No, I bet it wasn't. So we need your driving licence.
Hi, Wayne.
Hiya.
Am I glad to see you?
Has he said anything else?
Oh, no, he's just been over there eating.
What, you left him on his own?
Well, I've had work to do. Anyway, I think he'd rather talk to you.
Hey, love, are you all right?
Can I stop here?
Of course you can. You can come here any time you like.
But for good, though.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we go upstairs and have a proper talk about that, eh? Go on, you don't wait.
Thank you.
Ring the hall and ask to speak to Shirley.
Well, and say what?
That he's here and they will hang on to him until they send somebody.
Honey, me?
You closed early.
Yeah. Look, Sally, did you mean it last night when you said no? Or was it just because of the state I was in?
Well, I meant it when I said it. But yeah, it was because of the state you were in. You would have been better just going straight up to bed and not saying out.
Yeah. But I'm stupid, aren't I?
Yeah, you're stupid.
Somebody bullying you?
They leave me on my own mostly.
Well, you must have some friends.
No, don't have any.
Well, have you tried talking to somebody about the way you feel? Because they can't really do anything about it unless you tell them, can they? I mean, they probably think you're perfectly happy.
Have you told them I'm here?
Wayne, Roy and me, we just want what's best for you.
You have, haven't you?
But we can't just do what we want. We have to go by the rules as well.
You're just trying to keep me here while they come for me.
We're just trying to help you. That's all we're trying to do. Wayne! Wayne! Wayne, wait! Right, go after him. What's going on?
So, Maria's not getting any then?
None of your business.
Young lad like you should be at it, ambulance, huh?
Yeah. You don't come across as a monk to me.
Very funny.
Oh, leave the lad alone. I think he's sweet, he's saving himself.
Who says I am?
Well, you know, that lesser's obviously got you, hasn't it? I mean, why else would you be walking around in such a lousy mood?
Look, it's 50:30. Can I go on my dinner now, what?
Yeah, of course you can.
Can I borrow that paper as well, Dennis?
Why are you going to write to the agony aunt? One unroad-tested mechanic can't take stick from mates.
Did you not catch him?
He ran as though his life depended on it.
Oh, dear.
What did you say to him?
Well, there weren't anything I said. Except he seemed to realise that we're trying to keep him here.
Oh, well, that's that then. We'll never see him again.
Well, don't blame me. What else are we supposed to do?
We've got to decide whose side we're on.
We're on his.
And why do we go behind his back?
Because if we hadn't, they'd have turned us down flat, and you know that.
Hiya.
Oh, are you?
I got here as quick as I could.
Not quick enough.
He's run off, just.
Roy went after him, but couldn't catch him.
Well, thank you very much. Made me look like a right idiot now, ain't you?
Why? What are you talking about?
Oh, don't play dumb with me. I know you wrote this letter.
What letter? What you on about?
This letter.
I just thought us getting married was the logical next step.
I know, and it is. It's just that so much has gone wrong before. And it's not just me, what I want, is it? It's what's the effect going to be on the girls?
Well, have they set out against it?
No.
I don't mind, I'd just rather know.
No, it's never been mentioned. It's just... Well, I suppose I'm being a coward, aren't I?
We can't stand still, love. We've got to move forwards.
Did you mean it when you said you'd leave me if I won't marry you? Just tell me.
No, it's just another stupid thing I said. Oh, I've made a right mess of this, haven't I?
So why don't you try again? See if you can get it right this time.
Think there's any point?
You've nought to lose.
Sally, Will you marry me?
Yes, I will. I'd love to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
You trying to say I wrote this?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Desperate dog lover.
Well, I'm telling you, I didn't.
What, so it's all just a coincidence, is it?
Yeah, it must be.
What, there's some other 18-year-old lass out there that likes dogs and has been going out with a boyfriend for 6 months?
Well, yeah.
And it just so happens that he wants to wait until they get married before they...
Listen, you should be chuffed. Thought you were unique.
How could you do it, Maria? How could you tell the whole world about our private stuff?
Tyrone, I don't even read these rubbish papers, let alone write into him with all my problems. What do you take me for?
Well, it's very fishy.
Yeah, well, it's very insulting that you don't believe me.
Yeah, well, I've been getting a load of stick off the lads.
Good. Oh, it's my turn. You should think better of me than to start accusing me.
I do?
Yeah, well, anyway, I wish I had wrote what's in that paper. I agree with every word.
What do you mean?
Well, I think it's daft that we don't, you know. I mean, we're engaged.
I've told you why.
Yeah, you've told me what you want, but what about what I want for a change?
Well, if all you want from your boyfriend is sex, then you better find somebody else, ain't you?
Yeah, well, I might just do that after the way you behaved today.
Well, nobody's stopping you, Maria.
Right then. Suppose we better call off this engagement.
Fine by me.
Suit yourself.
There you go. We'll be over there.
OK. Hey, with a bit of luck, we'll be in for a nice, quiet dinner time.
What? You mean no bosses around to mess everything up?
Oh, exactly. Yes, Martin?
I'll have a bitter, please.
Right.
All right.
Well, I went to the police station. Showed them the documents and signed to say I was who I said I was, and that was it.
And did they look at you and say, "My, you've aged since last week"?
No. But I looked at myself and thought about what you'd said about how I would react if I came across this sort of thing as a magistrate. So anyway, I rang the court and told them I shan't be standing.
You haven't?
Yep.
Oh, Ken, no. You'd set your heart on that.
Well, even if I had, I couldn't go through with it now, could I, having turned up at the police station impersonating my own son? No, you're right. That would have been blatant hypocrisy.
There you go, Martin.
Thank you. I'll get that. And same for me, please, Liz, as well.
OK.
Cheers, mate. You seem a bit more cheerful than you did last night.
Reason to be. The lady, she said yes.
She's not. Is she, honest?
We're getting married.
Oh, great. Congratulations,
Thanks,
mate.
mate.
Eh?
Thought we'd blown it, though, because we'd had a few, hadn't we?
Ooh, yeah, we had.
She didn't seem very pleased when I staggered in saying, "I love you, Sally. Will you marry me, please, Sally?"
No, they seem to want you sober when you propose. I don't know what all that's about.
I don't know. Anyway, got up this morning, cleared the air. Will you marry me? Yes.
Yeah? Brilliant. Well, what did I tell you? Told you so, eh?
There you go, Danny. £3.04p, please.
Hello. I don't see any of my co-owners present. Is it only me taking an interest today?
It certainly looks like it, Fred. Gina. Spoke too soon.
And what are them when they're at home?
Hot pots.
They don't look like hot pots to me. They look like giant hot pots to me. No profit for the management hot pots is what I call them.
Well, it's what we've always served.
Then it's time we stopped. Elizabeth!
Yes, Fred.
Smaller portions of hot pots.
If you say so.
Well, anyway, I best be getting back. See if they've found him yet.
What'll happen when they do?
I'll talk to him. See if we can get to the bottom of it. We'll have to work something out.
I don't think we've helped much, have we?
Well, except to make matters worse.
And how have you done that?
I'm letting him get away.
We've had dozens run away. No, it's a tribute to you that this is the first place he thought of coming. I'll let you know what happens. Oh, and you will let me know if he turns up here again.
Oh, straight away, yeah.
Just between us, I wish we could place him with you. It's obviously where he wants to be. Bye.
Bye, Shirley.
Shouldn't think he wants to be here now. The one thing he's learnt today is that he can't trust us.
then here we are, guys.
Thank you.
And my apologies for the smaller portions. Management's instructions.
It's the same as usual to me.
Ah, a bit smaller.
Hey, perhaps we ought to have a word. Mr. Landlord?
What?
Looks like we're on short rations here.
I'd say what you're getting is a fair return for what you're paying.
Oh, well, perhaps we ought to go somewhere else.
Yeah, like the flying horse.
Oh, big portions in the flying horse.
Yeah, real platefuls.
No, let's not be hasty. No, well, happen they are a bit mean. It's these young women, you see. They're as thin as linnet's legs, live off next to nothing, and what happens? I say, what happens? They expect everybody else to do likewise.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure that I can, and judging by the way you look, I think you ought to agree with me.
Elizabeth, could you top up this hot pot for Dennis here?
Excuse me, this sandwich is a little bit mean as well.
Whatever Kevin wants.
Right then. Back to normal, is it, Fred?
Probably best, yes.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
I don't know. I used to be able to come in here and enjoy a drink. Now, I just have to stand here listening to folk moaning and making decisions.
I know. Same on this side of the bar and all.
Kevin, something I think you should know.
Yeah?
And me and Sally, we were talking about the future and that, and well, we've decided to get married.
Oh. Said yes, has she?
Yeah. How do you mean?
Well, I knew you'd asked her. She told me.
When was this?
When I saw her. We were talking the other day and she was asking what she should do. I said, well, it's up to her, isn't it? Not to do with me anymore, is it?
No.
Best of luck, mate.
Right.
Can't wait to see that. Should be good fun. All right, you have another one?
No, I'm going to finish this and I'm going straight home.
All right. Same again then, please. All right.
Fine, thank you.
So, my dad's told you then, has he?
About the car, yes, he has.
And you don't approve? Well, believe it or not, I don't think any more highly of myself for asking him.
So why did you?
I had no choice. Look, if I would have gone back to the coppers and said sorry, but I lied, I would have been crucifying myself. Had I got a prison sentence, plus I would have had to cover all the costs. It would have finished me, Deirdre.
You know he's withdrawn his application to be a magistrate.
What, because of the...
Because of this, yes.
Oh, no. He mustn't, he can't.
He already has.
Is he at home?
Yeah, probably.
Right. I'll go and see him.
And so Danny's asked me to marry him. Hey, I'm just telling him. And I've had a lot of thinking to do, not just about what I want, but what's best for all of us. And I know that you like Danny too, don't you?
Yeah.
And so do I. And so I've said yeah. Now, have I done the right thing?
I think you have. So do I.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Give me a hug. Oh.
Just seen Kevin.
Oh, right. Did you tell him?
No, I didn't have to. He said you'd already talked to him about it. Consulted him about what you should do.
Right, well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Girls, why don't you say congratulations to Danny?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Hey, Blanche.
Have you heard about him crashing his car?
Yeah, I heard, yeah. And I've also heard that you've withdrawn your application to become a magistrate.
I have, yes.
Why, Dad? Why have you done that, eh?
I would have thought that was obvious.
Because of an accident? Don't be silly. There's lots of magistrates have 'em.
This is a little more complicated.
Can we go somewhere else to talk about this, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. In the way, am I?
No, Blanche, you're not in the way.
We can go next door.
Oh, no. You two stop here. I'm the one that's not wanted.
Every blessed thing that happens between us, you have to go and consult Kevin about.
I'm sorry.
You keep saying it's going to change, but it doesn't make any difference. I mean, even about whether or not you're going to marry me, you have to go and consult Kevin about that.
Well, we were just talking.
Did he consult you before he married Alison? Did he come round here the night before and get your blessing on that?
Danny, I'm sorry. I've said I'm sorry. What are you saying? Are you saying that it's off?
We've made you an engagement card. For Mummy as well.
Thanks.
She knows that.
Yeah, I do, love, and that is beautiful. Well done.
All I'm saying is I don't want anything like that to ever happen again.
Well, it won't.
All it does is encourage him to think he's got the right to interfere, and he hasn't.
Is that Dad?
No, it's somebody at work, no. No, he hasn't. And it won't happen again, I swear it won't.
OK.
So what, you're doing this to punish yourself? Is that the idea?
No.
OK, then. So you're doing it to punish me, aren't you? To show me what a terrible thing I've done to you.
I wasn't even going to tell you.
I know, but you knew that somebody would. You want me to see how much you're suffering, how much I've corrupted you, eh? So much so that you can't even think of yourself as a magistrate anymore because you're not worthy.
Look, it was my own decision. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming anybody.
And then you wonder why we don't want to share things with you, don't you, eh? Why we stay away. It's because we can't stand the misery, the way that we get judged, and then we're found wanting all the time.
I'm not judging anybody.
And this is not me I'm talking about here, Dad. Just me, your son. I'm talking about Susan, your daughter. She can't talk to you either.
Oh, you know that?
Oh, yeah, I know that. Because I know something that you don't.
What about Susan?
Forget it.
No, no. You just said...
Yeah, I know what I said. And I said forget it.
No, I can't. Are you telling me that Susan got some, I don't know, some secret, something she can't tell me?
That's it, a secret, yeah. And it's a bigger secret than you could ever dream of. And it's one that she's been keeping from you for years.